Thank you, Lindsay. All right, guys, the New York Giants have the number 9 pick in the first round. Should be interesting. We're not talking about Eli Manning this year. Okay, had a really nice bounce-back year. We're not talking the fullback position, okay? Let's talk wide receivers. Victor Cruz, one of the best in the league, but he blew his knee out last year. Odell Beckham, we know what he did. Baldy, you get first shot at this? You want to take a shot at this?
Listen, in honor of Odell Beckham, I'm going to make all my picks with 3 fingers here.
No five-finger discount, but a 3-finger Odell.
Let's give Eli Manning just a little bit more up front here. I think Justin Pugh is going to get kicked inside here to guard. All right, which means I think there's going to be a hole here at right tackle. Will Beatty played very well last year. I know they like Eric Flowers out of Miami. We know how 6'6", 330 pounds, athletic. Let's just put Eric Flowers up here right now as a potential pick at the 9th pick. I think he's a guy that played left tackle at Miami the last 24 starts, but certainly he can play right tackle. And if they decide, at the end of this contract, Will Beatty, they can kick him over to left tackle down the road. But I think he fills a need for him right now.
Yeah, I like that. I like that selection. Some other guys you have up there, La'el Collins, who can play left tackle, can kick inside at guard. Andrus Peat from Stanford is another guy. Brandon Sheriff from Iowa, another tackle, guard, depend how you want
I went Flowers because I think that Pugh is going to go inside. We've seen him a couple years outside at right tackle. Looks like he struggles. Maybe a better guard than tackle.
And we're talking about a lot of power on the right side now. We talk about these receivers. We were talking about them before, Curtis. Maybe not early in the draft, but as we go down the line, there are a few receivers there that interest you.
Yeah, you mentioned it. And when you look at this offense, man, you don't see a lot of red because they're pretty much set. So when you look at the receiver position, Victor Cruz coming back off that injury, you want to go a little deeper in the draft. I like Justin Hardy, guys out of East Carolina.
Yeah.
Maybe in the 3rd round, guys, this guy catches everything that comes to him. And Baldy, we were just talking about it. Teams knew that he was getting the ball, and they still couldn't guard him. Over 100 catches the last 2 seasons. If you get Justin Hardy at 74, you're getting a steal.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. I think he's one of my favorite receivers in the draft. He could be this year's John Brown, who went the 3rd round last year
that type of
to
speed,
the Cardinals.
Production.
Devin Smith from Ohio State is a flyer that maybe in the 2nd round, the top of the 2nd round, they could go get. Defensively, we look at the red that's up on the board. Defensive end would be a spot, linebacker a spot, safety. So what we're going to do is break it up. Baldy, talk to us about the defensive front position, some guys that may intrigue you.
A couple guys now. I mean, Jason Pierre-Paul franchised here, but, no Matthias Kiwanuka. How about Randy Gregory as a possible? Now, there's a big conversation that you got to have because of a couple of the issues that have just struck him with him right now. That's one possibility. Steve Spagnuolo, new defensive coordinator. Giants got to get better against the run. Gave up 5 yards of rush last year. How about my favorite player in this draft right here? A defensive tackle right here, Danny Shelton. How about if you put Danny Shelton in the middle right here and just plugged it up with Hankins and said, you know what, you're not coming in the middle anymore with us right now. That's a possibility and certainly a conversation.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. We're talking about Randy Gregory, a huge conversation at 9. Jerry Reese, you think he pulls the trigger at 9 with Gregory because they love pass rushers?
Well, when Steve Spagnuolo won a Super Bowl in 2007, they had that NASCAR line, all pass rushers, 4 defensive ends. I just think that he may have a little influence and a little conversation about that.
Okay, we got to go to the safeties. Got to go pretty quickly here. We're running out of time. Safety position, Curtis.
Well, it's obvious they need a safety, guys, and they may need strong or free. A guy that can play both is Cody Pruitt, Ole Miss. Guys, 6'2", 200 pounds. Played a good, play free safety for the most part, but big enough to step in the box and play the run.
Yeah, no doubt about it. The linebacker position also is a possibility there.
Huge
and Eric
needs.
Kendricks is someone I know that you absolutely
Eric
like.
Kendricks is certainly a guy maybe in the 2nd round here. I mean, John Beeson, we know he's had a lot of injuries. Whether he can stay healthy or not, they got to get a player right now that they can plug and play along that linebacker front.
Well, no doubt about it. The Giants trying to get things done as they figure out who's going to be the absolute obvious choice for a team that last year, at the end of the year, was making a strong push towards 2015.